versus this guy, interim UFC welterweight champion, Carlos, the natural-born killer Condit. First of all, Carlos, how badly do you hate the word interim right now?
You know, I am very excited to be able to, you know, get that out of the title and, you know, just be the undisputed champion.
Well, you earned the interim title after beating Nick Diaz almost 9 months ago. Did you think it would take this long to get back into the octagon?
You know, it was definitely a long wait, but you know, George St. Pierre is a great champion. You know, to really solidify my my claim to the belt, I have to beat George, and you know, I think it's worth the wait.
Would you have liked to have gotten back in the ring sooner?
You know, there was some talk about it, you know, but ultimately UFC never contacted me, never contacted my management about another fight in the meantime. So, you know, the fight with George St. Pierre, you know, made the most sense, and you know, it's the bigger fight, you know, and I want to be in the fight, you know, with the most buzz, with the most hype, and you know, me fighting George is that fight.
Absolutely, and you mentioned waiting for that GSP fight. I mean, how long were you willing to actually wait for this fight?
If George wasn't going to be ready in 2012, then we were looking at taking another fight in the meantime. But because he's ready to go here in November, you know, we were willing to wait, you know, 9 months, 10 months. That was acceptable to us.
All right, Coach Greg Jackson has a relationship with both you and GSP. How does that affect your preparation for this fight?
Well, yeah, Greg has trained both George and myself. So because of the relationship with both of us, he's going to have to take a step back, you know, be completely out of the picture. Yeah, so I brought different guys in to help me train for the fight. I had to bring 2 or 3 different coaches in to fill, you know, the shoes of Greg Jackson, because he is so knowledgeable and, you know, has so much experience in training fighters. But, you know, I feel like I'm in good hands.
Was it a difficult adjustment, the different type of training?
No, I wouldn't say it was all that difficult. You know, a lot of the people that I've kind of transitioned into my camp to help me prepare are people that I've been working with for years. So we already had that rapport. It wasn't a huge transition, but you know, not having Greg in my corner will definitely be different.
All right, GSP is from Montreal, gonna have a lot of hometown support. Did you have any reservations at all having this fight in Montreal?
Not really, man. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, there's always some variable, whether it's, you know, the guy is, you know, he's fighting in his hometown, or, you know, we're overseas, there's a time difference. You know, there's always going to be something. Ultimately, I just need to get in there and do what I came to do. You know, fight to the best of my ability and unify this belt.
All right, one of GSP's strengths is takedown defense. One of yours is finishing. What's the key to winning that battle? Yeah, like you said, George is one of the best wrestlers in the sport. You know, he's been able to take down much better wrestlers than me. So we've, you know, kind of, you know, come up with some contingency plans. You know, he's great at the takedown, great at, you know, kind of controlling the pace. But, you know, I'm looking to be very dangerous in the standing and on the ground. And, you know, I think the key to victory for both George and myself comes down to the ground game. Who's ever able to control the grappling aspect of the fight will most likely win. You know, I've been working extensively on my ground game. I know George has himself. We're both great jiu-jitsu practitioners, and you know, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But yeah, I definitely think that jiu-jitsu and the ground game is going to be essential. You're keeping it pretty cool over here, Carlos. You got any predictions for us?
You know, I have a lot of different ways to win. So I really feel like,
I think that I'm going to take the title home. I'm going to be the undisputed welterweight champion. I'm going to hand George his first loss in 6 years, and just go out there and do my thing. I'm not exactly sure how the fight's gonna play out, but I definitely predict a victory for myself.
And you heard it right there. The natural born killer taking down and unifying the welterweight championship.